just a character flaw. It ain't against the law, and you can kiss my ass.
You know, and like when the week happens before the rally's coming up, you know, it's like I can't wait till Friday, you know?
You know what? I feel like that. I almost feel like I'm coming to camp and having, you know, and I'm going to see my friends that I saw last summer or whatever. You know, we're going to play our little games, and maybe there'll be some new games, you know, that we try or play.
Please, both of us get together. It's hysterical.
We have the rabble-rousing.
A big group of friends. I mean, everybody's talking to each other, joking around, rabble-rousing each other.
That's just causing trouble, causing a little bit of good-natured trouble, good-natured fun.
We just pick up on something, I think, and we have the ability as a group to play it out to the very end.
And we don't really make a goat out of anybody, but there's a certain amount of satisfaction in making a joke with people.
Someone will start something and just never know where it's going to go, and it can go off in 1,000 different directions.
I think there's a certain amount of enjoyment in the person that's the butt of the joke, because it's an acknowledgement that these people like me.
Well, of course, Civil War buff is like, he's just out there all by himself. Like he says, all life is a song. You know, they all everybody has their little thing.
He did the shriek, the raccoon shriek. What do you think of that shriek?
Well, I like it, and in fact, I found the wave on the internet, so I could duplicate his shriek and share it with the world.
You mean like that?
These are fun people, and I'd want to be a part of this.
Well, and when we tell everybody about our group, you know, it's like when I tell my daughters, they'll say, what did you do this weekend? Oh, let's see. We went camping, we went wine tasting, you know, and I'm rattling this stuff out, and I go, Mom?
Well, we're at Olima Ranch, which is near Point Reyes, and there's a lot of different things around here. We're going to take a visit to an oyster farm later on.
We do wineries, now we're going to do some nature stuff. I think we just take advantage of wherever we are and whatever is available. And there's no set rubber stamp rally.
Some people will hang out during the day, and some people will go off and do day trips, and then we'll all come back in the afternoon and start playing again, you know?
Well, and speaking of the children, too, the children in this group they're fantastic kids. But it has to go back to their parents. They are fantastic parents.
And nice adults, friendly adults. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's nobody here that I wouldn't, you know, not let my kids, you know, go off on a hike with or on a walk with, you know. They can go off with anybody here. Yeah, it's great.
And surprisingly enough, the majority of the dogs get along really well. They really do. That's unusual.
Seem to get along with most of the other dogs. They definitely get along with all the people, especially those people that have food.
A little bit is better than nada.
Now, how you doing?
Sometimes you want the whole enchilada. A little bit is better than nada. A little bit or nothing at all.
But everybody loves food.
I like to cook. I like to entertain people. It's a lot of fun. And I had fun doing it by myself. Now Mike's with us, and Mike and I are having a great time together cooking.
It's one of the most personal things that someone can do for someone else, and you're giving from the heart when you do that.
My wife Georgianne, coming from Michigan, you know, that's kind of a meat and potatoes type state, and for the first 50 years of her life, that's kind of her experience. Now from Nick-Neff-Cough, you know, we're talking about foods that she's never eaten before, and my goodness, it's all coming back to Nick-Neff-Cough. You know, the baked brie, roasted garlic. She's gone from white Zinfandel people to be a Merlot and red person.
I've tried a lot of things that I wouldn't have tried otherwise, like this morning. fried oysters. Never had those before. Now, I'm not going to try a raw one, but the fried one is delicious.
Last night, steak and lobster. Absolutely. That's not the camping I did with my father. My father camping was Vienna sausages.
As a matter of fact, I described it yesterday to someone here, that I said this is probably the greatest non-club organization that we've had. I said we call ourselves a club, but we really don't have a club. We're just everybody that shares this thing in common.
You know, nobody's in charge or anything like that.
And for me, a totally organized, you know, structured person, this is like a real step for me.
You know, I think socially we're the envy of all the other groups.
It's definitely a little community.
If you have any problems, just come to a Nick-Neff-Cough event, because you're just not even going to think about them for at least 2 whole days.
Oh, I guess I'm something of an elitist. I like being a part of the best group in America. And that's what I think this is.